You know, today I'd rather we focus on the matter of car safe Mtaani. Yeah, and as you have seen for yourselves, we have essentially launched this very, very ambitious program, this campaign that is being spearheaded by IPRA, but with support of the entire ministry and its entities. We are hopeful that this campaign is going to help us address the issue of safety in the entire supply chain for LPG and petroleum and electricity. That is basically why we are here today. And we are confident that from here going forward, a lot of change will be evident. I have said, and you heard it clearly, giving or putting those unscrupulous business persons, the dealers who are used to illegalities and engaging in irregular activities, that their days are now numbered. Because the law is on our side and the resolve is now stronger. That going forward we shall be dealing with such cases of malpractices, of irregularities, of illegalities very, very ruthlessly, but in accordance with the law. And EPRA is more than equal to the task. Okay? So the matter of the IPPs is a matter that is, of course, under consideration very actively by Parliament. And we are hopeful that Parliament, in its wisdom, is going to provide a solution in the fullness of time. So thank you very much. If I may ask you.
But more importantly, on behalf of the chairman of the Committee on Energy in the Senate, Dr. Odinga, we want to demonstrate our commitment to safety as a measure that will make the future of energy more acceptable to the people of Kenya, especially in the rural areas where people do not know technical issues like who is qualified, who is competent, and so on and so forth. So I thank you, Minister, and I hope that, as we have told you earlier, that you will take advantage of our commitment as the Senate to make your task successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys. Asanteni.
Well, I don't think that's correct. That the issue of no uptake of LPG is price, because government has introduced incentives. If you look at our energy and statistics report of last year and the year before, we can see an increase in LPG. I saw one of the journalists write an article that despite the price, you've seen an increase in uptake of LPG. I think the question here is not on price. It's an issue of access and affordability. Do you have the cylinder? Because the cylinder can be the barrier to entry. It's not the issue of the gas and the ability to pay as you go. So it's really not an issue of a barrier to entry on the price. But the government, as I've said, is looking at implementing the LPG growth strategy that involves putting LPG into the open tender system of procurement so that we can benefit from economies of scale through procurement. Also, the introduction of infrastructure, primary infrastructure at import level, and introducing incentives for private sector to then implement the LPG growth strategy, providing cylinders in homes and also into schools. So really it's not an issue of pricing, but we need to be able as a regulator to ensure that we encourage uptake.